Welcome back everyone to TCG Card Shop Simulator, and welcome back to my store, Art of the Cards. Now as you can see, everybody's standing outside and the path is nice and clear. So I've been a little busy between episodes. I haven't managed to box any bulk cards up or do that at the end of the next episode. But as you notice, the shop has changed yet again. So I've been changing things around. I want to try and get the ones that's the most profitable, which are these, which we're making £55 a case, as close to the stock room as possible. So they can stock that up. This has one of each types on it. So this is all the basics. Eventually we'll have a shop like this for the destinies. So basic, rare, legendary and epic on this side. We've got a row of shelves down here currently blank. These are where we're going to be putting in the players' mats on this episode. And we've got plenty of space around here if we want to put plushies and stuff down. I still have 3 of the old units left if in case I need it, and 2 of the new ones, the long tables, so I can put them down if I need to. I've already purchased them. And we're still sitting at 10,000. And as you see, everything is full up to the brim out here, and everything in the back is absolutely full to the brim as well. So I had a massive stock up between episodes. Okay, we're missing a couple of boxes there. Let's just start as we mean to go on. So that will bring them in. So we're ready to open up the shop. We already did the report at the end of the previous day, and now we can just get started off. Machines are ready to go immediately. So again, we are doing the rare ones in here, so we're going to have a massive batch of new cards. So the really valuable ones are going to be hard to spot. So there's an £100 in the middle there, 97 there, 57 there. Potential ghost pack, God pack in the middle there, but it's really hard to tell when you've got so many new cards flooding the system. For 566, decent price, but that's very nice. We had a very good start to the last episode. It looks like we've got the same as well. 2,540 for a ghost foil. Very, very nice. Not the most prettiest card in the world, but if we could ever get that sent off as a grade 10, then that's £15,000 coming our way. And the last one has got not a lot. So let me just go and stock this up before we do anything else. So it'll be stocked up with these. Okay, machines are all full up now. So we have started to stock the rare ones on this shelving unit now. So let's just see what he's got with customer trading. Nothing I really want. So we've got the basics and rares just on these for the moment. We're not making amazing profits. That's the wrong one I've clicked. Needs to be this cell here. We're making about £8 on a packet, where the basic destinies is about £8 a packet. So again, not worthy of having more than one shelf. And the reason we've got these is £55 profit on each one. So we're hoping those sell as good as they did in the last episode. Another customer trading there. Not really a great price, so I'm not going to try and get it. Another customer trading on this side. And I've already got 278, so I don't need any more of those. Let's have a quick top up of our table. Just make sure we're on duplicates. We still have 4 of the big cards to sell. Let me just crouch down for these. So we've got a £32,000 there. All these are under market price, these big cards. We've got a £10,250 there. And on the other side, we've got a £15,000 there. And a £13,500 there. And again, I have got them about 5% under market price, just to try and get some quick sales. Let's come out to that crouch mode. I don't like the crouch mode with this table. Just way too low. And because we're doing destinies out in the machine, that's why we're putting this table with the destiny cards. Okay, we've got another customer trading over there. We'll just decline you. And what about you? Nothing really too great, so let's get you on your way. The till has had to move down slightly, so it's further down the shop, so it's not as efficient as it once was. But we are starting to move into some of the space we've got here. We've still got a lot of space for a lot of movements. Now, I did forget we had access to the new employee, which I haven't got. So that needs to change immediately. Let's go and hire Angus. And then we just got to wait for him to arrive. Now, there was this one down here at 38. But the next one we'll get is another guy who's fast on the till. And he's also fast restocker. He's going to be a restocker guy. If I need help on the tills, I'll probably put Terence on a till. Okay, not really a great price, so I'm not going to try and angle for that. And what about you? Again, I got 284, don't need any more. And I'm doing a lot better stocking up this table. Now, the reason I did change is in these units, we could only get 6. On these shelves, we can get 8. So there's more chance of a bigger purchase happening. And I've just remembered I had grading outside. So let's have a look what we've got back. I think this is a full 8 in here. So we've got 3 10s. That's nice. We've got a 4 ghosts. So that's going to be just sold on the table. And then the 5's going to be sold on the table. And then the 8 and 9. We'll have a look and see if they're worth regrading. But they're probably just going to end up getting sold. Let's have a look at you. What have you got? Oh, a nice card. I'm glad I come and caught him. £700 below market price. We will try and go a little lower. 1800. Yeah, 1800 for a 2600 card. That's definitely going for grading. Anything above £1,000 I send for grading. Now, you want to change a 75 for a 58. Just looking at the price. 435 max 3. Yeah, it's just not worth it. We do have 4 spaces, so let's get some of those graded cards, the lower tier ones. So we had a 5 over there. Let's just sort it by price, because they seem to be in a bit of a weird order. We have an 8 there. And I swear we had something else there at the 4. So let's set the price on the 4. We'll put you 20%. We are making a loss on that. And it's a shame with this one because it was potentially worth 9,000, but it would take a lot to get that from a grade 5 up to a grade 10. So this is the one I'm interested in. So yeah, grade 8's about 1,500. It could double in price if we send it up for regrading and then add another few bits on. But no, I think I'm just going to get you out of the way. We'll get a lot more cards we can flip on the table at some point. Now, I think I did have a grade 9 as well I want to look at. Where are you there? Come on, out the way. So you're currently worth 5,800. It would be nearly 8,000 bonus if we can regrade you. So yeah, I think you're coming up. And it did this in the last episode where it won't let me select the card. Really finicky. Wasn't like that before. So let's go back to Destinies. And then let's go back to duplicates. We won't drop below £20 because those can get boxed up these days. Nothing really there to haggle with. And what have you got nice? You want to change a 527 for 595. 3,600 max. It's not worth as much, but if I'm just selling it on the table, which I do with the prices here, I think that's actually a good trade. Card machines are ready, so let's have a look at these. 425 is not going to have a lot of good in there. Just have a quick look around, make sure we haven't got a ghost. A lot of new cards. But by the end of this episode, we should have got all the new cards mainly out of the pack, except for the special ones. Yep, got a ghost reversed over there. All ghosts tend to be worth about £300 to £500 mark. So if you've got less than 300, you know you're not going to get one. Nothing too much of value in there. And same with this. Probably a couple of £30, £50, maybe even an £100 card. Okay, let's get them lights on and check customer trading. Then we want to fill that machine back up. £31 for 24. I'm not going to do it. But yeah, I'm happy that this is being stocked up. Because there was sort of struggling when in the last ones. When it was in the last units. But we have now got a better person. Oh, talking about a better person. He's probably still standing outside because I never told him what to do. There you are, bud. Welcome aboard. And you're going to be restocking shelves. So we're now going to have a pretty fast person. I will go and... No, I've got to get the machines done first. I was going to help them out on the tills, but they can just hang on a few minutes. Just trying to get rid of the partial stacks of the box. Can be a little hard with these small boxes to reach on the top shelf. Because this bar sort of gets in the way. 96s, I know all those are going to be full. Boxes. And we are slowly whittling down these on here. Okay, so I'm going to need 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at least. I haven't been paying attention to my money, but we are sitting around that 12,000. I think we started the day on 10, so it hasn't been a spectacular day. Okay, you want to give me a ghost card for one that's not a ghost. Of course, I'm going to take that. Do want to pay attention to this one because we do need to keep this one stocked up. We do have a little bit of stock in the back. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Because them small boxes, I do want to keep a good amount. Did we get all the machines running? We did. Let's go on the till and help them out a bit. And I think we did have an expansion at level 30 as well. We want to have a look at as well. And I probably want to have a look at the card table and also the grading. I want to make sure we send off a set before 1 o'clock tomorrow. Just so we get some guarantee to come back in the next episode. Okay, we do have a customer trading all the way over the back. Not really any benefit to me. Good amount of the basic ones. Unfortunately, not making massive amount of money on them. But everything counts. I saw you walking across. And another customer trading on this side. No, don't want it. Okay, let's look at the card table. So there's 5 spaces on there. Get some prices set. And I'm doing 20% on all these lower tier cards. But less than market price on the big ones. Okay, still no stinkies and the machines are working good down the bottom as I can see. Just keeping my eye, make sure everything else is okay. How are these doing? So I am trying to get rid of these boxes. These little narrow boxes, get them out the way. Unfortunately, this is the best way to do it because I'm not stocking up all the individual shelves. Okay, I've merged all the boxes and now we've managed to get everything on the shelf. I do want to clear another one of these sections out down here because I've got way too much of this stock. Purple one, I'm not certain why it was just on the floor. That can go on the shelf. Maybe because it was 9 o'clock and everybody's gone home and I didn't notice. Yeah, I am trying to get this down and sort of move these into the bottom 2 slots down there. Okay, let's get our scanner gun out and let's have a little walk around the shop. So I've got plenty of that in stock. Got enough of those in stock. All these are full. I'm just looking at what's actually on the shelf. 28, 18, 28. That's all good. Green isn't full, but there is enough on the back. And that's why I did the massive sale. So you've only got 5 of those on the back shelf. So we'll buy a box of those. There's a little bit here, but not a massive amount. So we'll buy an extra box of those. So that's all good. How are these doing? Don't want to overload the back, so that's good. You've got plenty in the back, so you're good for the moment. There is some in the back. Just buy a couple extra of those. What are these doing? Just top it up a little bit. And yeah, I think I'm happy with that. That's all the products we're stocking at the moment. So immediately, let's get that report in. Finishing 14,500. I didn't pay the bill, so we'll do that at the start of the next day. £4,000 off the card table, but I wasn't really on top of the card table. So £13,000 is quite low. We did spend £16,000 on supplies just. And we did buy the employee as well, all the contract we paid for. So not a great day, that wasn't. And we just let these guys fill up these shelves just while I'm doing the machines and stuff down the back. I think I ordered those. Yeah, I'll think them outside. This is the one thing, is it won't show you the stuff on the pavement until them put onto a shelf. So sometimes you can overorder if you're not careful. The machines at the bottom are ready, so let's go and do that. Yeah, let's do the machines before I do the card table, just in case we get anything big. No, nothing there. 1,400, so there's something decent in here. Not on that page. 863, that's nice. There might be something else for a couple hundred. If it is, I can't find it, but that's fine. Nearly 1,000, so that's another good one. 625 there. Good cards to be putting on the table. And what have you got? 360, so you're not going to have a lot. Nothing standing out, £30. That's about it. Let's get you filled up. All the machines are filled up now. Let's put you there for a second, because there's another partial box in here somewhere. Just put the 2 partial boxes down there. I definitely need to put an order in for these. Did I order? I can't remember if I ordered it. Just got to wait for everybody to bring in. So they're all standing and all the stock's off the pavement, so that means I do need to just order a couple of more of these. Yeah, that's enough. And they can bring that in before we start the day. We need to get some cards on here, so I've got 2 spaces. What have we got? 39, so some of those big cards we did get wasn't duplicates. Card table's full, all the shelves are full. Let's get the shop open. And we've got 12,000 sitting there. So I've got 5. I don't think I want all these with the... I do want to stock up the mats, but I don't think I want 3 owls. It depends on how much profit we're making. So we could do the collection books. No, well, let's do the mats, what we mentioned. We'll just give them 2 at a time, and then I'll buy 2 boxes of each. I just want to see what the profits are on these. There's a random box here with something. Okay, let's just put you in the back here. Okay, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Yeah, there's a few boxes in here that's partials like these. That's why you couldn't get it on the shelf. Like I said, just 8 having boxes hanging around the shop on the floor. Okay, we've got a customer train. Let's have a look at you. I'm glad I grabbed you. very nice price for a card. Probably around 2,300. I don't want to get too low on there because I don't want to lose it. I'll do 23.25. $23.50. Even though it says final offer, it technically isn't the final offer. You can keep doing bids. But yeah, I'm happy with that. $23.50. It's worth $3,100. That's definitely one for grading. And we haven't done the grading yet, so let's go and do that before I forget. So let's have a look at EA by price. We've got one for $3,100 there. We've got a $2,400 there. You're below my limit I want to do. So let's switch over to Tetramon. And again, go by price. We've got a 2,600 there, which is a full art foil. 2,500 there. So we've got a lot of good value. Okay, and again, you're dropping below the amount I want. I think there was a regraded we wanted. You. And then nothing else in there because that's just the ones. You have some 10s to put on the table as well. And I think we'll just fill it up with ghosts. I do like trying and send them out with 8 in a batch. And I know we'd lose money making the ghosts this way. Because the ghosts, unless they come back as a grade 9 or a grade 10, I'm always going to lose out on it. But yeah, 4-day service. So we get some more, a full collection back in the next episode. And we've got another batch of 8 there as well. And we've still got 2 more slots in case we get lucky on this day with cards. Okay, let's have a look. Now I just want you to be out the way. I want you. Another good card. Not a great price. Let's do about 1,000. Okay, I was really didn't think he was going to go for that one. But yeah, that's another one for graded we can deal with. And our machines are ready again. 21,085. Oh, we've probably got a ghost foil in here again. We got 567 at the bottom there. We've got a 24 there. We've got a full art 3,470. Okay, it's not a ghost foil, but it is a foil. Oh, it's a full pack of them. We've just got a full pack of rare foils. Full art foils. Oh, wow. So you're worth 17,000. If we go grade 10, you're worth 11,000. You're worth 19. You worth 11. You're worth 22. You're worth 15. You're worth 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Wow. That's one of the best god packs we've got. We did get a ghost foil, which was worth probably close to this value, but having 7 good cards like that, that means another grading I'm going to be sending off in a second because I'll have enough to do that. Not a lot of good ones in there, but we can't complain. We just got all our luck in that one draw. Another god pack there, but a low tier god pack. But wow, wow, wow. Okay, give me a second and I'll fill up the machine and get my composure back. Okay, we've got the machines filled up. I'm going to need to put another order in. Well, we have got enough cards here for the moment. We don't have to do it. We'll do it after the next batch. But yeah, I'm so ecstatic about that pull. Now we just need some of these cards to start selling. So I've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces on there. So let's go back to the Destinies. And let's go to the duplicates. Okay, I wanted to pick up more than one. Let's try that again. Yeah, we're just dropping below the 30s again on these. And because of the Destinies, a lot of these haven't been listed before. Good amount of cards there. We are sitting on 24,000, so I think one of the big cards did sell. I do have some more grade 10s I can chuck on there as well. just to get our money keeping up. And what have you got? Nothing I really desperately need. Check on the other customer trading. Nothing I desperately need there. We have missed the cutoff, but with that 7 cards, I'm pretty confident I have enough stuff to send off for another grading. So let's go by price. And I think there was mostly Destiny. So the next episode, we can have a really fantastic day if we can get some of these coming back as grade 10s. And you as well. And I'm pretty certain I've got another card we pulled up. Okay, it's not in this section, so let's have a look in the Tetramon. Yeah, there. So we've got a full batch there worth between 1,000 and 3,500 to come back in 4 days, which will be the next episode. So yeah, we're keeping these grading coming back on a pretty regular basis now. And it's all down to them card machines. And what have you got nice? Nothing I want. I haven't had to help too much, but look at all them cards sold again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to have a look at the graded ones because I know I've got some 10s in here. I think I want to get at least one of these 10s out. I'm not a big fan of your artwork. Let's get you out the way. And I think I am going to get another one out as well. We'll get you out. So market is about we'll tell them about 13. So a little lower than market value, but still a fantastic amount of money. And you worth about 7.9. We'll sell you for 7,500. Like I say, I could make a bit more if I'm a bit more patient. 5 cards, and let's switch back over to Destinies and duplicates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're down to the £25 marks. So we've got a lot of cards between 20 and 25. I'm pretty confident of that. And because we're listing multiple, it helps out because it auto-fills most of the prices for me. Not a bad price for the cards. Let's go about 600. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Another one to get on the card table in a bit. And what have you got nice over here? Nothing really great. And machines are ready again. Let's have a look. 546. Nothing too great in there. 135 at the bottom. About the same here. Around that 500 mark. 92 at the bottom. Another one around the 500. But like I said, we've had all our luck today already. So if I don't pull anything else, I'm still happy. 81 on a full art there. And the last one, nearly 1,000. So we've got a God Pack down here, which is a God Pack EX Rare. And you can tell because you'll have like 7 cards in a row with the exclamation. That's how you tell the God cards. 135 there and 100 at the top there. 48, 71 full art at the bottom. Good amount of mid-tier cards there. And that's it. Machines are all going again. Definitely going to need to be putting some orders in pretty soon. So let's check on the customer trading. Nothing I want. Another ghost card and a good price as well. 220. Let's see if you'll accept that. Yep, that's a good price for a 344 card. And another customer trading already here. So we get rid of you. And let's walk around with the scanner and see what we need to order. Coming up towards the end of the day. So let's go off the shelves. Just a couple more in the back. Definitely need a couple in the back of this. You're pretty much good at the moment. And you're looking good at the moment. How are these doing? So we have a little bit. Go up to about 49, that's it. And then let's have a look at these. So now that's fine. I think I'll look on the shelves on these. Yeah, there's going to be a box of that. I think he walked in the way before I could do it. No, I think I did register. These ones here, we've got... Need at least 2. Grab one of those. These ones we're still trying to whittle down. And how many of these can I buy? I'm just waiting for him to get out of the way. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. And let's put that order in. And let's see if I can actually... Oh, no, the card table's selling out again. So I've got 5 more cards to list. And none of these had been listed before. Okay, customer trading over here. Nothing I need. There's a lot of stuff outside, so I just need to get this last guy on his way. And then we can get the workers in the morning. Okay, now he's leaving. We can get the day report done. I just need to make sure he wasn't doing any trading. And I want these guys to come in and fill up the shop before we do anything else. Bit low on the customers today. We have gone up to 120. Down to 108. So we need to try and push that up. Look at upgrades and stuff like that. I'll keep you on the till. I was going to move him off, but no. Let's get all that stuff in. I'm after this to fill up the door stuff. How much is actually outside? Now there is quite a bit. So Clark, you go and help him as well. Restock, no. We're not going to open up the shop until we get some of these shelves full. And while I'm doing that, let me... Oh, actually, I think I did purchase the mats and I just didn't put them on the shelf. We're looking for... No, not those. Well, there is some grading under there, so let's have a look at that first. Drum roll. Not bad. Okay, 3 9s on the Ghost, a couple of 8s. Oh, actually, 4 9s on the Ghost. But the big cards did come back as a grade 10. The foil card at the front. That's another big one to go into the album. So let's have a look at our gradey ones in the album. Yeah, 10,000, 11,000. We've got quite a big ones. As soon as we can sell some, and we've got a lot of grade 9s to be selling around the 1,000 mark. We would have made money off the grade 9s. Grade 8s we might have lost slightly. There's about 300 to 500 on the Ghost card. 200 for it to go out onto grading. So we will lose a little bit on there, but we're gaining on the 9s. And the 10s we've been keeping for our collection. Don't know if we'll ever get round to having a full collection of grade 10s, but it doesn't hurt to try. So I'm seeing, did we actually buy the mat? Ah, yes, because I can see them in the middle here. I'm just hidden underneath everything else. Now, I do like to keep the mats in order. So the one with the blue, I think, is the second one. Accessories. Yeah, you're the second one. I want the one with the Orny guy on. Which is you. Just want to see how much profit we're making off these. Because I do remember them in the last season being a good profit margin and also selling quite good as well. Let's have a look. Market price 10% round. Not great, 13, so I won't want to do more than 1. So we'll go down the 1, 2, 3 and we'll work it. So we probably won't use all these shelves. Just need him to get out the way. And also I'm going to need to buy another rack in. And it's nice to be having sitting on like 20,000. So anything I do want to purchase, I can purchase and I haven't got to worry about money. We'll put you just here for the moment, but I will reorganise all this back out pretty soon. So you're the second one. And you don't need more than 2 of any section of these. They're not that big of a seller where you need like half a racking of them or 2 rows. This is more than enough stock. So yeah, we've got those in. Let's buy the next 2. So we've got the one with the green, which is the next one. We'll get 2 boxes of those. Actually, get 3. Then the bat. I'm just going to buy them 2 at a time. We'll buy one of those and one of those. I'm just looking for the one with the green. Okay, they have cleared out most of the stuff, so let's get the shop opened up. And Clark, where are you? Where is Clark? Oh, he's all the way down the back here. I want you on the counter. It could actually be a good idea to get the back storage done first before I start putting things on the shelf. And we'll have you down there. I will set some prices on these in a second. No, out the way. Because I accidentally put it in the wrong section. Okay, what prices have we got? Market price, 10% round. Yeah, about £10 to £15 off each one. One of these I haven't rounded up. I'm going to need to go and fix that. Let's just give him £5 change. I can't be messing around with little change like that. I've got 6 of these. I've only got 1. So yeah, let's just do it. One of these isn't set up right. Ah, no, he actually picked it off the shelf before I get the price. Because all the prices are like 21. He just picked it up before I actually listed the price. Nothing I need there, so you can get on your way. What about you? What have you got nice? Nothing I need. Okay, another customer trading already. Not amazing price. I'm just going to let him go. Okay, there's a lot of people coming to this till today. That's a decent sale. 468. Okay, another customer trading over here. Grade 6, I'm not going to bother. They just take too long to get all the way up to the top. Bats, we can get onto the shelf here. I'll bring the 2 boxes from outside in. And then they'll come and fill the shelf in a second. I'll come back and set the price. Market price, 10%. Not certain why that's just randomly chucked on the floor. Ah, it's because they've been picking at 2 boxes again. I'll probably end up just chucking these in the machine just to get them out the way. What have we got? 533, so nothing too great in here. 143 there, that's about the biggest one you're going to have for that value. Not a lot with the 315. 1,000, so there's something nice in here. 97 there. 27 on there. 25 there. 594. And 335. There's not going to be a lot in that one. And let's just get... No. Oh, I've lost my cursor. There. Just want to get this box in the machine. Okay, machines are all filled up, ready to go. Have a look at customer trading. Now I'm just going to decline you. I've got a customer trading on this side now. I've got 100 of each, so I don't need to mess around with that trade. And we have a couple of boxes outside, don't we? Oh no, we did the last 2, so we need to get the next 2 in now. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've been doing the blue one next. 3 boxes, and then we'll do this one as well. Put it into its holder. And you can go into there. And then any shelving I don't need, I can just remove. Let's go and have a look at this customer trading first. Okay, nothing I need. And you want to sell me a grade 10. Okay, you're not asking a great price. Let's just go lowball a bit. Okay, 750 is accepted. We can flip that on the table, but it's not an amazing one. Okay, you can go into that slot. And I'll squeeze it past his legs. It's really hard when they're standing in the way like that. I'm just going to have to be a bit patient with him. Okay, he's out the way at least. Okay, we've got a couple we need to set prices on. So let's just put this down. We'll move the box in a second. Market price 10% round. About £10 to £15 each box we're making profit on. And they do sell quite a good amount at a time. Let's come and help get rid of a little bit of the customers. We'll try and do 2. That should clear him out on the other side. And keep getting these licenses does mean that we will be getting more and more people in the shop all the time. And we're still sitting on a nice, comfortable 17,000. No, nobody else wants to come this way, so that's fine. Check on customer trading. Nothing I want to mess with. And we can go and have a look. Is there another 2 I can purchase? Where have we got up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's just 1 left. And 35 for the next one. Same as what I've been doing. Let's order 3. It allows me to have a box and a half on the shelf in the back and the shelf out the front full as well. Put you on the floor so I can set a price. I think he was coming for that box, but let's move it in ourselves. Okay, couple of customer trading. Let's see if we can get it. 550. Yeah, I'm happy with that price. Can turn a little bit of a profit on there with the 20%, and you're too low for me to mess around with. We'll do the machines later. Might be good to have a look at this table because we haven't really done much with it all day. Now, we did have a lot of grade 9s on the ghosts. I don't think I'm going to resend these out. It might actually block up the table because a lot of these are high value cards. So this one's about the most expensive. So yeah, I'd have to send it back out to have a chance of going to 2,500, but I could go down to 400. So yeah, I'm happy just selling the 9s and 10s on there. Sorry, the 8s and 9s. Get rid of you and check on the customer trading on this side. You want a 93 for a 71? Of course you do. Any others in here? So let's have a quick sort by price again. Let's just reorganise it. We've got grade 10s all over there. We've got a grade 8 there, so you can go onto the table. There is a lot of quite sort of £500 plus cards on there. We've still got a couple of the big ones on there. And let's have a look at what we can upgrade with the building, because we did it 30. So we did have an expansion, so let's go and buy that one. 33 for the next. And I think the back had an upgrade as well, so let's do that as well. So our shop is as big as it possibly can. We haven't got all the licenses, but we've got the majority of the licenses. Some of the product we're not quite stocking yet because we just haven't got the workforce to deal with it. And it looks like I didn't finish this last machine. Bother. So we've only got 3. 460, let's just have a quick look through. 34s. Nothing too great. Again, 432. One at 81. That's probably about the biggest value you're going to have in there. And 635. Might have a couple hundreds. 77 there and a 96 up there. And that's probably the 162 at the end there. Okay, all machines are going again. Definitely need to put an order in, and I need to help out. Let's look at the queues all the way around to these rackings here. And that's all the upgrades we've been doing. So we've done 6 upgrades with the new mats. We've done 2 shop expansions. So we've had a lot of new products coming into the store to allow us to get a lot more people in. Last of the big spenders with the 1. Have a look at customer trading again. Not going to mess around with it. And check on you. Definitely going to go for this. It's a very good price. Maybe to start off at about 1400. That's going to be definitely another one for going for grading. Might be worth chucking out the scanner, but it is 9 o'clock at the end of the day. So I can just do that in between episodes and get it sorted. Check on customer trading. What have you got? Nice. 107 for 116. No, I prefer the full art more, so I am going to decline that. And what have you got nice over here? You want to sell me a grade 10? Or is it a swap? You want to trade? Yeah, I'm happy to do that trade. Another grade 10 for the collection. And somebody's just purchased something. One of the 584 ghost cards. So that would have been one of the grade 9s. Very nice. More customers over here. And another one that's purchased another card. Another £555 card. A couple of nice big sales for the end of the day. And what have you got nice? Nothing I'm after. Okay, we've got more customers on this side. I'm keeping me busy tonight. So yeah, I'm happy about that. We've expanded up into this little corner here. Let's have a look in the back where the expansion is. Behind this unit here. So we just want to get that corner out just to level it off a bit more. Got plenty of space in here. I was thinking about putting these in the back, but I do like to see the screens. Now, what I could potentially do is having them across here again like I did before and have the rack in here, the very first one, with the single cards on. So at least then I don't stock the stockings or stock these rackings in the shop. I'm actually in the back and it's as close to the machines as possible. That might be a way I'll think of doing, and maybe put a bin down here. Maybe have a look at that in a couple of more episodes. Got some more things to be putting on the card table there. And I've got 16,000, so I can do a nice big order in between episodes. Let's get the report on this one. So if I do buy any stock, people can come in and stock up. Still at the 115, so I'm a little low. With all the expansions we've done, I thought that might have been 125 at least. Maybe 130. We made 15,000. And just before I finish off the episode, let's just pay them bills. So yeah, nearly £10,000 in bills. So if we have a look at the bills now, yeah. Oh, actually, I can't see the prices. We'll look at it on the next episode. But yeah, we're getting more salary, so our wages are starting to go up. Probably around £2,000 to £3,000 a day now. I think that's a great place to call it. These will fill up the shop. I'll do a big order. And most of that money will be gone at the start of the next one. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. And I'll see you all again soon.